And this is part three of my Marvel Universe. Again, if you guys want to go back and watch part one and part two for more context purposes, I will be going straight to the next movie in the phase. Feel free to pause the video and just read through the notes as I'm going through the slides. But again, if you want more context of the overall story, go ahead and watch those first two parts to pretty much get caught up in my Marvel universe. Again, please do not be misled by the poster, because just because I have this poster on in the background doesn't mean I'm gonna do all the characters that you see in the poster, because, like I said before, this story, this Marvel universe is a lot more grounded. It's a lot more Earth based. So please do not get upset. Please do not take it as a jab, as if I don't like a favorite character if he is not in the universe. But for all for all further ado, let's go on and move on to the next movie. As said before, the first movie is Spider-Man. Second, the X-Men. Third, Captain America World War II. Fourth, the X-Men 2. And now in this video for part three, we are currently now on the Avengers, which is taking place after X-Men 2, of course. After the surprising attack of the Sentinels versus the X Men, the people who have been split between those who blame the mutants and see them as a threat, and those who don't trust the government's propaganda on the mutants and see the mutants as humans but different, trusting the teachings of Charles Xavier. Captain America has been assigned to recruit non-mutant individuals to form the Avengers. They lie to him, making him believe the agency. The agency lies to him, making him believe that it is a superhero team to represent America, when they're actually being used to reject the idea of the X-Men and track down the mutants and Professor X. Cap learns about a friendly neighborhood hero called Spider-Man and recruits him, not knowing his secret identity, of course. Spider-Man works as a signed hero, but the agencies agree to not know his real identity. Cap meets Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, a well-known, a well-trusted spy who works for Shield, one who is part of the agencies. Tony Stark, who was also recruited for the team, is happy to join and shows signs throughout the movie of being somewhat obsessed with the mutants. Cap also brings in his friend Bruce Banner, but Bruce refuses to use the Hulk. The Avengers face an attack from a new villain called the Red Skull during a public announcement. So Red Skull is a villain in modern time in this universe. He's not a villain from Cap's time. As Cap and Hawkeye investigate the attack, they find out it was an inside job. The agency seems to be hiding information, slowing down Clint and Cap. Clint and Spider-Man go off on their own and face another attack by the Red Skull, revealing he works for a returning Hydra. After going against orders, Cap leads his team against Hydra, causing a fight at their HQs in the city. Cap and the Avengers attempt to escape, setting off bombs to destroy them for good. But they have a secret weapon to attempt to start a new war called the Blue Marvel. So again, the Blue Marvel in this universe is being set up as a villain in this particular time in the movie, in the phase. So secret weapon called the Blue Marvel. The Avengers are overwhelmed by his power, embark on his mission to release the Hulk. Marvel flies, Blue Marvel flies to Banner and attacks, causing Banner to Hulk out. Tony, with his armored AI power soldiers, protects the people, which is his armors being powered by his new AI, protects the people, while the rest of the Avengers calm and slow down the Hulk versus Blue Marvel fight. As he done before, Cap calls in Betty Ross, Bruce's wife, to help. Blue Marvel sees this situation and attempts to kill Betty. Hulk saves her and allies himself with the Avengers to take down Blue Marvel. Tony figures out how his powers work and comes up with a plan to slow down his energy absorptions. As the battle comes to an end, Cap realizes the Blue Marvel's mind has been wiped and corrupted, revealing that he was just an innocent bystander, a weapon to be used, of course. His mind has been wiped and corrupted, like his fallen friend Bucky, or I'll say former friend. Plus, notice he didn't kill us back at their HQ when he had the chance, says Cap. Tony Stark disagrees, but settles with Cap helping him with the with the antimatter under control. The antimatter used by Blue Marvel's abilities. Now, this is going to be kind of a slight nod to Tony and Cap's first disagreement, first crossroads. Blue Marvel is confused and scared or of what just happened to him. The crowd cheers for the Avengers, who are knighted by the government as their new superhero team. Movie ends with Blue Marvel, aka Adam Bernard Basir, which is later towards the end of the movie is revealed to be his government name. He is locked in a cell that helps weaken his powers. But Steve Rogers, alongside a psychiatrist, Dr. Sampson, visit him to help regain his memories. Spider-Man swings through his neighborhood as a home welcome hero now that he's a part of the Avengers. And Clint Barton is given a Nobel Prize, again being part of the Avengers. End credit scene. Tony is seen doing deep research on mutations and studies up on Professor X and Eric Lenscher, aka Magneto. And and now with his new created AI, he now calls Jarvis. And that's the end of the Avengers movie. Again, I want this universe to be a grounded, more story arc. So I'm pretty sure you can see the little disconnect between Cap and Tony Stark, as well as this propaganda that the agency, along with Shield, now we know that they've been in dealings with Hydra, is trying to play on the mutants, aka superpowered beings. But this will lead us into the next movie in the phase, the Incredible Hulk. With the Avengers being crowned as Earth's mightiest heroes, Bruce still stays in denial about the idea of Hulk being on a team, being looked up as a hero. Betty, who would try to have him understand, there's so much more to the Hulk. A new villain will rise in this movie to test this theory, called Absorbing Man. A former soldier failed experiment on the loose after escaping the agencies from the aftermath of the Sentinels versus the X-Men battle. Absorbing Man goes to Dr. Banner, begging him for help and for a cure. After Bruce denying him because there's no cure for what happened to him, he threatens Betty, forcing Bruce to try. After multiple failed attempts, Absorbing Man grows angry and attempts to eliminate Betty. This causes the Hulk to come out and protect Betty, but Hulk loses due to his gamma power being absorbed. Absorber Man now turns his attentions to torturing members of the agency and going on a killing spree. Betty convinces Bruce to stop him and use the Hulk because Hulk protects, but this man kills. Banner creates a device to halt the Absorbing Man's abilities, giving the Hulk a chance to destroy him. To pretty much, this as an opportunity to combine the brains with the bronze. Banner finds Absorbing Man but gets punted, revealing the Hulk revealing revealing the Hulk to come out and smash him. So I wanted that same scene from the original Incredible Hulk movie that came out in real life of when Hulk kicking that soldier in the chest. I want to recreate that with this. Throughout the movie, Hulk and Banner go back and forth mentally through reflections. But this fight reveals them working together to defeat Absorbing Man. Hulk spares his life but threatens to kill him next time he puts Betty or anyone in harm's way. Movie ends with Bruce escorted by Betty, goes to Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, revealing to him the Hulk accepts the invitation to the Avengers. End credit scene shows a compilation of the Avengers, Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hawkeye protecting people from different attacks from criminals and superpowered humans. Post credit scene shows a tiny space pod landing on Earth. A black goo crawls out of the pod and enters the neighborhood of Peter Parker as Spider-Man swings above and landing on his rooftop. And that is the end of the video. Pre a lot more shorter. I want it to be a lot more shorter to pretty much go straight to the point. If you guys are liking what I'm doing when it comes to phase one and want me to continue on with this universe, go ahead and show it in the comment section and the likes. And I will see you guys in the next video.